It's Podraza. I'm not making any of this up. Hi, it's Pat. I left you some messages, and that's important. What we discuss is due to this situation. Remember, I am not power happy, and that is my father's term. This is solely to straighten out my heritage and what went on wrong on this. This is not for somebody else at all regarding a power trip. I don't believe in that hell. I am good and savvy, and I do want a husband who's that way. I will not usurp a mind if he's out there and living for as long as he lives. Begins here and can extend. And that is where this is at. I never believed in those philosophies. So how that is where we're at. That's where it's at. I don't believe in that high-level power trip stuff at all. And I'm non-narcissistic. Now, that is important that I say this. Nighttime sonar is unbearable. I'm still counting money this morning and smashed the same place where the can got stuck in my finger due to that. I do not approve of that sonar in my apartment at all. I have no complaints otherwise in here regarding heat, etc. I will not tolerate that kind of statement concerning myself. I love my children. That started all out, and I had to explain it out loud. My son being smashed again, and my daughter very recently. That has to cease. That element is out of my life. Whether it's tenants or whoever it is, they're permanently out of my life. And this is the last time I will say this. I'm not angry with you. I'm angry that I'm still counting money this morning. I've got to get in a shower. I've got to have lunch. And I'm trying to go to a movie. And I'm sick of being starved to death due to their stopping me, period. I have food I'm trying to compute to the end of the month. And I'm doing all right. But that's the end of their doing nothing. Looking. This, I'm no way angry with you. It's debilitating in the night. They waste time. I don't. I wasn't raised to waste time. I was so exhausted from this thing. I can't be carrying bags that heavy in the future. Either I have to make 2 trips. It's sunny. I'll have to eat with some sort of goof my money up again. With some sort of situation. They're blocking it. I don't like junk food. And that is where it's at. And I'm angry with them. They can eat it. I never did. And boy, it does make me angry. I'll have to eat it fast food to make the movie. That's the most important today. And it goofs my income. Now, I'm not angry with you. I'm tired of being angry. That is not my livelihood to be angry. I communicate as I write. Don't worry about the English. I don't see it in the sun. Meaning I can't see up here. I want nothing to do with their stuff at all. And that is where it's at. I do think, and I've written it, that those Podrazas have to research that. I feel that mind is correct. And boy, that's it with anything on their psychics and how they view it. I don't want to hear from them at all. You have a beautiful day. Now, I will not speak to you in that light again. This is permanent. I had to open my mouth this morning. They always want something spoken out loud, and I don't want anything spoken out loud except on a conversation. That's literal. I don't like them privy to anything. I'm supposed to have a private life, and I don't want to scream in here at all. And that is where this is at. Fortunately, I have not. I said it constructively. My son and daughter have been threatened and denigrated. I don't want that done anymore in this state. So anybody who's doing that is wrong in the first place and how it impacts. I'm trying to straighten my reputation out and include the family. You have a beautiful day. I'll have to eat somewhere or something, even if it's a bagel at somewhere. But that is not what I want to eat for lunch. It's a pain in the neck doing that. I'm still counting the money. I have to get something done. Not the problem. I don't want any calls. This is unethical, I'm telling you, Stephanie. And as far as Pennsylvania, you get out of that state. That's where my family worked for a length of time also. And I didn't want you involved with them anyway. And as far as this is totally unethical. Who contracted this anyway? I listened to hellish stuff here, hellish stuff in Connecticut, and hellish stuff in Massachusetts, which is dead wrong. And some of it is blatant stupidity in the brain, and I'm not accountable for how their brains got in that condition. Who contracted this? I knew nothing about it. I don't have any money for this, and this is unreal. I'm not paying any such bill. I don't know anything about who contracted this. I didn't request it, and I never had a problem with the behavior that I've watched and listened to. It's way out of line. Now, I don't understand this. What attorney is this? And who contracted this? When the statements are way out of whack and how they live and how their morals are, I am not going to pay such a bill when I knew nothing about it. So you can go crazy. I'm not paying it. And boy, I've listened to ignorance, and I never wanted to. I don't want to unblock the phone, Stephanie. I do not owe Dr. Casey anything at all. He made some crazy metamorphosis and lost weight and was pleading with somebody on a telephone. Then he wouldn't speak to me in Glastonbury when I referenced that region. It had some wealth there. He wanted a second office. He had one in Branford. I sat in the office all day. There was a sliding wall. Some female ran down a hall. I don't know what's going on with them. I had to have employment. I paid all my bills, and so did my mother. And that was it. I was put out of work, and I do not feel I was incompetent. That is all I have to say on that subject matter. And I don't know how Bush is involved with this at all. I don't know what they were doing, but it impacted Massachusetts. And I called Dr. Casey's office. There were phone booths and asked why there was a problem in Massachusetts regarding my abandoning my children. Some male screeching in front of the Carlton Ritz. And then I arrived here, and I was questioned on that subject. Being there were Bushes in Portland and Bushes, Prescott Bush. Anyway, I don't know what went on in Connecticut. I had to be employed. And I'm going to tell you, I spent a whole lot of time, at 74 years old, trying to work. And I'm telling you, I have made it quite clear that I don't have affairs, never had any. I am not a liar. I try to pay my bills. Lord, I do not want subsidized housing on my record. But I'm telling you, I don't want to hear any more from Bush or somebody representing him can speak to me directly on what a mess this made for me in the present in Massachusetts and Connecticut. There are those I am loyal to who are higher up. I'm below the ground in terms of that situation, and thankful to have a fine rent. And I'm not fighting with management on this. Now, I don't want any more harassment or docking of me at all. Why are you arranging some sort of crazies in here regarding some dating thing? That's it. You have money.